How many times a day did you have to go to the bathroom?
I was going anywhere between 12 and 15 times a day. I was very miserable. After 3 weeks, I'm regular now.
What were you diagnosed with?
Lupus, going on 4 years.
We did some testing and made some modifications in your diet.
I haven't felt this good in years. There's no more side effects from all the medications. Taking medicine, it's a Band-Aid that wasn't doing anything. Food is medicine.
It's the best medicine.
Yeah.
I was miserable, always having stomach issues, whether it's upset stomach, diarrhea, nausea. My improvement has been dramatic, almost hard to believe. I feel fantastic.
For 10 years I had IBS. It got to be very bad. I lost 25 pounds.
How's that doing now?
Much better. Best I felt in 10 years, really.
Let's be honest. You're probably here because your gut's messed up. You've got maybe irritable bowel syndrome or SIBO, and you're suffering with bloating and gas, or maybe diarrhea or constipation. Maybe you've been diagnosed with a inflammatory bowel disease like ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease. Maybe you're suffering with acid reflux or some other kind of digestive disorder. And maybe that you just feel older than your birth certificate shows and you're tired all the time. Well, if that sounds like you, then you're in the right place. I'm Dr. Krystosik, founder of the Gut 911 prescription community, where we help people just like you to be able to heal your gut without drugs or surgery, without magic potions. We use food as medicine and help you to get your right mindset and your right lifestyle to help your body to heal itself. We empower you to help your body to heal itself. And we teach you the science of anti-aging so you can look and feel younger than your birth certificate shows. Now, we do that with education and not medication. You see, we teach you how to slow the aging process. As a matter of fact, we do better than that. We teach you how to defy aging. And what's our secret? Well, it's not in some magic potion or some surgery or some medication. Nope, it's not in pills or something like that. The secret is inside your gut. You see, that's your body's command and control center. And when you fix your gut, your body's healing power is unleashed. And you're going to feel like you were a teenager again. Only this time, you're going to have much better judgment. How does that sound? You see, I could say these things with full confidence because there's lots of research, lots of it, to demonstrate that when you heal your gut, your body's able to improve your memory, your cognition, and you're able to keep mentally and physically active go to your grave into your 100 years old and beyond. Now, does that sound too good to be true? Maybe you think I'm pulling your leg, right? Well, I understand. I felt the same way when I first heard these things too. But let me tell you, I can prove it to you because one of my mentors, Paul Braggs, at 95 years old, he actually died in a surfboard accident. Surfboard on the Pacific Ocean. He was surfing. What a way to go, right? That was Paul Braggs. And what about Jack LaLanne? You might have heard of him. He's an extraordinary man that did a lot of physical feats that were just extraordinary. Like when he was 75 years old, he actually took 75 rowboats, he strung them together in one line, and he pulled the rowboats swimming from the San Francisco Bay Area at the dock at San Francisco all the way to Alcatraz and back. That was Jack LaLanne when he actually died at 96 years old. And then there was my friend, Reverend Gray, a Salvation Army officer. And when I first met him, I was at a National Health Federation convention. And I applaud the National Health Federation. They've just done a marvelous job to protect our health over the years. And when I first met Reverend Gray, he was doing a headstand on a desk. And he was 92 years old doing a headstand. And he flipped up off the desk, and that's how I met him. My friends, if this is what you would like to be able to be like when you get into your 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, and 100 and beyond, you can do it because we have the tools here in the Gut 911 prescription community to be able to help you to be able to achieve those things. You could be physically and mentally active into 100 and beyond. And so if you want some of that, we can teach you how to do that, because your body's capable of healing itself. But you've got to give it the right resources. You got to give it the right food. You got to give it the right mindset. You got to be physically active. You got to be around a community of people who are like-minded to support you, because we all have weaknesses. We all have tendencies to drift away because we're being bombarded with all kinds of garbage in the media and advertisements. So we need a support community. The Gut 911 prescription community has people just like you who are suffering with gut health problems and have chronic diseases, and they want to get over them naturally, get off their medications, and be able to live a long, healthy life and live independently healthy. Does that sound like you? Well, continue to listen, because I really want you to be able to understand that the body has miraculous healing powers, and you need to tap into them. If you haven't already, we're going to show you how to do it. So my friend, if you want to look 10, 20, maybe 30 years younger than your birth certificate shows, well, you're in the right place, because I like to teach you how to be able to unleash your body's healing power. And you can make it happen. Trust me, there are people in the community just like you. Well, I'm going to share with some of the people right now, patients of mine, some of the over 20,000 patients that I've treated over the years who were feeling miserable, suffering with chronic digestive disturbances and multiple chronic illnesses. And yet, even though that they felt terrible all the time, with my Gut 911 prescription, the 90-day plan that I have, these people turn their lives around, turn their health around, and you can too. So let's listen to their stories. So how many times a day did you have to go to the bathroom?
I was going anywhere between 12 and 15 times a day. I was very miserable.
Yeah, that was not fun.
No, it
You had to
was
look for a
not.
bathroom wherever you went.
Yes.
You knew the route, right?
Yes,
you
I
had to
did.
take, right?
Yeah, I was eating way too much. I was binge eating. I was
Okay.
just trying to find something to
Okay, gotcha.
satisfy myself. The first thing to clear up for me was my bowel problem. I stopped going to the bathroom after probably a good maybe 3 weeks or so. Within that time frame, I stopped going as often as I was going, and I'm regular now.
Okay, so Kaylee, tell me, you came to our office, how long ago was it? Approximately.
Like 3 months ago.
3 months ago, yeah. So when you first came to me, what kind of problems were you having?
Severe inflammation and joint pain.
What were you diagnosed with?
Lupus.
Lupus, you were diagnosed with lupus, yeah. And how long did you have that for?
Going on 4 years.
4 years. Wasn't any fun, was it?
No.
Yeah. So, like when you first were diagnosed, and by the way, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25. So when you were 21, that's not a very good present for you were 21.
No,
yet.
not really.
Well, anyways, when you first got diagnosed with it, you were having some pretty bad pains, and they put you on prednisone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you were on some high doses of prednisone.
Yes.
And you were on that for several years.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you hear about us, by the way?
We had heard about a functional medicine doctor, so we had looked up for a local one, and we found you.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So you went online?
Yeah, and we listened to some of your podcasts and just kind of looked at your website and
Gotcha.
stuff. So.
Okay, very good. So you came about 3 months ago, and you were in a lot of pain, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And when you first came in, even though you were looking forward to getting some help, you were still apprehensive.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, you were kind of feisty, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Would you say that's a good word?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Putting it kindly.
anyways, I mean, when you're in a lot of pain, it's no fun.
Right.
So, anyways, we put you on a program. We did some testing, and we found some significant things in your stool test and the allergy blood test and nutrient test. There was a lot of things we found that were definitely out of balance in your body. And then we made some modifications in your diet.
Mm-hmm.
And how are you doing now?
I would say I'm much better.
Yeah. So The bottom line is you're not taking any more medications.
Right.
And you were going to a rheumatologist for how many years? 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
And you're not been seeing your rheumatologist anymore.
Right.
Does that make you pretty excited?
It does.
Yeah.
I haven't felt this good or had more good days than bad days in years.
And you're off all the meds, so that makes it even better.
Right. There's no more side effects from all the medications, and taking medicine that wasn't healing me, just it's a band-aid that wasn't doing anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad for you that you're doing well, and the bottom line is you took charge of your health. That was the key, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that people need to realize that they need to be more proactive, and that's what you did. You became proactive, and now you're seeing the benefits.
Right.
So we're
Food
glad.
is medicine.
There you go. You
Yeah.
said that great. Say that one more time.
Food is medicine.
It's the best medicine.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad for you, and I just be well.
Thank you.
All right. Good.
I learned to live with it, but I was miserable. Always having stomach issues, whether it's upset stomach, diarrhea, nausea, all those things. On a level of 1 to 10, I would say I was every bit of a 7 or an 8. I was down to eating, basically 3 simple things, whether it be just fish or chicken, because anything else would bother me. I was going to do anything I had to do to get out of that miserable, and I was just to the point where I was fed up. My improvement has been dramatic. I mean, nothing short of, for me, incredible. Almost hard to believe, to be honest. I feel fantastic. I haven't felt this good probably since I was 35.
Well, for 10 years I had IBS.
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Yes, and then I
How
came.
bad was it?
Very bad. It got to be very bad. I lost 25 pounds.
How many doctors did you go to?
Well, I just went to him.
To gastroenterologist.
Yes.
And you given the medication, but it wasn't working.
No, it didn't work.
We figured out what was going on in your gut. We did a gut test, a stool test.
Yes.
Did an allergy test, a nutrient test. How's your bowels and how's your gut?
Everything is running very smoothly.
Oh, that's really great. We're so happy for you. And also, when I first came in, your hair was falling out. How's that doing now?
Much better. Best I felt in 10 years, really.
So, as you can see, we're proving inside of our Gut 911 prescription community every day people's health is being restored. And they're literally getting off of medications, canceling surgeries, and they're helping their body's central command station, the gut, to get restored to vibrant health. So, you have to be honest with yourself. Let's be real. The average American's sick. They're accelerating the aging process. They're living on multiple medications. And the fact is that 60% of adult Americans today have at least one chronic disease. 60%, 50% have 2 or more chronic diseases. So it doesn't have to be that way. As I told you, I play full court basketball. As a matter of fact, when I finish this recording, I'm going to play some full court basketball. I'm going to work out with weights, and I have more energy than China has rice. If that sounds like you would like to be able to live like that, the reality is you have nothing to lose but your gut health problems.